Hello everyone, it's Hoplite Mike, I hope you're all well. Today we are back with Lord of the Rings Total War Remastered, and we're going to run through what happens when Saruman takes possession of the ring. This band of Uruk-hai has tracked Frodo and Sam down to an area just outside the Black Gate, so all that's left to do is take the ring and hand it over to the White Wizard. As before, Sam is lined up in front of Frodo to take the brunt of the damage. Frodo does usually last a bit longer in fights because the ring gives you plus hit points. So he can actually rack up the kills. Frodo's down. And he's back up. What a warrior. And that's the end. We killed Frodo, but he took out 17 Uruk-hai in the process. Our general here is now in possession of the ring. So we need to give that up to Saruman. It says 7 turns, but it'll actually be 3.5 because the turn counts are doubled. It's a known bug. So I just skip to the point at which Saruman has the ring. 3 turns later and Saruman is now the Lord of the Rings, as we can see from the treasures section. Acquiring the ring does allow him to leave Orthanc, so we can see the model as well. Look at those command stars just towering over his head there. I love the way this model looks. Even the staff is consistent with the visuals from the films. But going back to the stats, we have run through the ring before when we did the Sauron video. However, just to reiterate, it improves the command, management and influence, increases the line of sight, gives more morale to your troops on the battlefield, increases your general's hit points so it makes them more tough, gives a discount to unit training and construction costs, increases personal security, increases unrest, which is a negative effect, and lastly it gives you 100 burden points. Like with Sauron, Saruman also gets a specific trait when he acquires the ring, called Lord of the Ring. This is similar to the Lord of the Rings trait that Sauron gets, in that it gives you stat bonuses in the same areas, however they are slightly reduced. So for example, the increase to command is only +3 instead of +5 like it is for Sauron. But you can still see that with this trait and the ring combined, he is nearly maxed out. Saruman is one of only 2 characters in the game which can get the Lord of the Ring trait, the other one being Gandalf. So if Gandalf gets the ring, he will also get this trait. That means there are 3 characters in the game which get very strong when they acquire the ring, being Sauron, Saruman and Gandalf. The last point I wanted to cover is that it is possible to become corrupted by the ring. When a character is carrying the ring, there is a ring corruption trait they can develop, which will get worse as the turns pass. However, I went in to look at the triggers for this trait because I noticed that Saruman didn't get it, and the triggers seem to be that you need to have 80 or more eligibility points or burden points, and you need to have influence less than 10. So I think this Lord of the Ring trait is designed so that Gandalf and Saruman won't get corrupted by the ring because it gives you -100 burden points, so you don't breach that 80 threshold. And you can see that when you go to popular standing, that the 170 burden points are largely offset by the -100 given by the Lord of the Ring. And then additionally, Saruman does get 10 influence when he has the ring, so he does not have lower than 10, which means he wouldn't get corrupted. However, I have seen the corruption trait on Gandalf before, and I think that's just because the game's not reading the burden points correctly. But with Saruman having 10 influence, that shouldn't happen to him. He shouldn't get corrupted. So with all that being said, let's throw Saruman into battle and see what he can do. So here is Saruman's model on the battlefield. He is accompanied by Grima Wormtongue. Saruman appears to be a very strong ranged unit. He's got missile attack of 38, which is about double that of the elite tier elven units. The range isn't bad either. He also has very high defense of 49, solid melee attack of 10, and plus 5 hit points, and then the additional plus 3 from the ring. So one of the strongest generals in the game, no doubt. So let's chuck him in and see what happens. There's a projectile AoE type thing. He seems very strong. That's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.